During brainstorming, you want to generate lots of wild ideas. There are a number of methods to help you with this, the most common of which is called SCAMPER. SCAMPER, or Osborne's checklist, was named after Osborne, who formalized some of the rules for brainstorming. SCAMPER is an acronym: substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put to other use, eliminate, reverse.
In the previous video, we generated some solutions to the problem of crossing a stream. We generated solutions such as building a wooden bridge, using a rope swing, stepping stones, a tightrope, or a zip line to get across.
Then we relaxed the assumptions that we made and generated even more ideas, such as tunneling under the stream, jumping across the stream, using a boat, walking across using stilts, or freezing the stream.
At this point, we've generated a lot of solution ideas. But if we want to come up with even more potential solutions, we can use the SCAMPER method. To do this, we want to take a current solution idea and think about the idea through the viewpoint of a SCAMPER verb. This will help us generate new solution ideas, as a SCAMPER verb and its associated meanings act as a guideline to help us think about new ideas from the old ones. For example, let's begin with the first letter in SCAMPER, substitute. Let's think about the ways that we can apply substitute to a previous solution idea, such as the wooden bridge solution. We can use some associated meanings of substitute in our thought process, such as instead of or replace, to generate new solutions. Ask yourself questions with these associated meanings, such as what can a bridge be made of instead of wood? We can take our original wooden bridge solution and think of answers to that question in order to make new solutions. For example, you can make the bridge out of rope instead of wood to make a rope bridge instead of a wooden bridge to cross the stream. Another example of using substitute on the wooden bridge solution would be asking yourselves, what can we replace the bridge with in order to cross the stream? For this question, we could replace the bridge with a fallen tree instead in order to cross the stream. By thinking about the wooden bridge solution with the idea of substituting parts of it, we were able to generate two new solutions to crossing the stream.
Let's also walk through applying the combine part of SCAMPER to generate new solution ideas. Some associated meanings for this part of SCAMPER can be combine, mix, or integrate. Let's take a previous solution, say the rope swing. What can we combine this solution with, or what other solutions can we mix it with, to generate even more solutions? Well, we can mix the rope swing with the boat and be towed across the stream by the boat while sitting on the swing.
We can continue this method of generating new solutions with the rest of the SCAMPER verbs. For example, we can adapt our jumping solution by using a trampoline to increase the height of our jump. Or we can modify the stepping stones by enlarging them to make big boulders, which then dam up the stream.
We can put our tunnel solution to another use. Instead of walking through the tunnel, we can use the tunnel to divert the water elsewhere. We can eliminate one half of the stilts solution and use the remaining stilt as a pole vault instead. Finally, we can reverse the process of freezing the stream and vaporize it, so we can just walk across the dry stream bed.
This is a very brief example of how you can use SCAMPER verbs and their associated meanings to help you generate even more solutions when you have otherwise run out of ideas. We just created 8 new creative solutions to the problem of crossing a stream. We're sure that you can think of even more ideas by using the SCAMPER method in your projects.
When you're stuck or out of ideas, use these verbs and apply it to your problem. These divergent thinking strategies will increase, expand, and accelerate the number of ideas that you have. So I really want to encourage you to use the SCAMPER technique, because it will definitely increase the quantity of ideas, and it will also increase the number of wild ideas. And both of these need to be in place in order to generate the great ideas. So to prepare yourself for brainstorming, I have 3 suggestions. The first is you really want to do a thorough deep dive for your design context review. You need to understand the problem. You need to understand possible solutions out there, why they are not adequate. The second thing is you need to give brainstorming time. You need to allocate some time for your team to work on brainstorming, and then you need to also have some elapsed time. Because let's face it, great ideas come sometimes in the shower. And third, I want to encourage you in the long term to develop some other interests outside of engineering. Maybe in the arts and the humanities, maybe take up a hobby. What we do know is that people who have deep knowledge in other areas are able to make the leap and develop relationships which generate those great ideas. So in closing, I had a team a number of years ago that was brainstorming for the development of a medical device. One of their ideas was to use a mousetrap. Now that's an outrageous idea. But as it turns out, the device is still in development 2 years later, and a modified mousetrap is in the product.